I'm going to read a little group of poems, 3 short poems that I wrote today, that all draw from the same source material, which came from a suggestion that Gabby made that we write a letter to somebody that we would never send. Your Stampede Story. It's been that way since I was a child. I miss you, damage, and continue. We're just as big as the West and just as welcoming. Or something like that. I can't muster that energy. For 100 years, the Calgary Stampede has brought people from all over the Western world together to experience our unique Western heritage and values. Wind-blowing hair and scarves, we did not ask you to witness our vows because the mud would clog it up, trying to physically keep us from leaving the freezing cold basement wet and shivering, wondering, and everyone knows it, and you just stared at me. This one's called On Not Going Home to Calgary, after Sappho's Fragment 96. The reason I'm not see you, and it's been that way, and sometimes imagining writing like that, but for some reason clogged, glass of wine, rage. So I fucking hate you. Manage. I'm not going to argue the science. I remember standing by the river, Cree wedding officiant, glittering, beautiful, beautiful southern Alberta. You followed us and you told us. You stood in the doorway. And the last one from that little group is called Epithalamion. The day we got gay married at the river, the Alberta cousins were all there, the ones that lived. I see the water glitter and my pink scarf caught up in Madge's hair. The boys in cowboy shirts leaned hard against us, and Milo muttered love into my blouse, while Dave and Carolyn bore us legal witness. At the house the day before, we'd tried to shower mud from off the kids. My father blocked the door, like when I was 15, and cried so hard I couldn't see. His only words, "You look disgusting." Verdict on my swollen face. The boys now watch him screaming from that place. I have some happy ones. All right, now for a little change of tone, I have 2 little short ones to end with. Landscape. This one I just found out when I went back to my office after the workshop was published today in Lavender Review. I'm excited. Landscape. I dreamed that I was made of sod, tits up, my furry mounds set here and here. Worms nestled in my woody roots, coneflowers, pink and hot, adorned my hills. Kirk says we should be golden orbs, not messy mortal meat. But I have done this giving birth, this glistening verb. Nanyehi in Cherokee on meeting Franklin. I do not pull children from rocks and trees, but from my body. Therefore, listen. And the last one. This one I love because I love reading here because I got 2 completely different responses to it from Gabby and from Cecil when they read it earlier this week. Vibrator. The motor shorts out. I've bent the cord so many times, folding it up to hide in the cupboard. Alone in a winter bed, I learned the craft of orgasm, which, like all arts, requires practice for good results. The finger of the 4-armed goddess pierces the yellow disc while another hand delicately feeds the crocodile. The gaze, directed downward out the chin, tunnels through steepled fingers to where the poems come from. How else can you know what you don't know you know? This power might last longer if I were not always putting it away.